Jermaine Wong here, and you're tuned into Final Call Productions at the Germane Thinkin spot. If you're joining us for the first time, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And spread the word as far as the eye can see. Today, I'm going to be sharing 3 life lessons from the biblical shepherd boy, David. One of my favorites. You come to me with a sword and spear. I come to you in the name of the living. Today's spot is a response to a request I had from one of our viewers. She wants to know how to make her young people value spiritual growth and not just the fun things. Yes, Christianity is fun, but it is important that we grow. So, David. What's his story? If you've never heard of David, he was one of Israel's greatest kings. Warrior, very handsome, and he could sing. I hate him already. A warrior singer, good looking king. Some people get all the luck. Before he was a king, he was a shepherd boy, the least in his family. His dad didn't even want to acknowledge him at certain points. That's how low status he was. The biblical story lets us know that a prophet called Samuel anointed him and told him, you are going to be king. As time went on, the Israelites were at war with the Philistines. The Philistines had a champion, Goliath. One day, David's dad told him he needs to go and inquire of his brothers. Bring them some food. Let me know how they're doing. This brings us to our first life lesson. 1. We must not be ashamed or afraid of menial tasks. David has been anointed as the next king. That means in terms of status, he is on the same level as the prince of Israel. Yet, he has been sent off on a menial task. Now, David could have been like, man's anointed. On his way to that menial task, David could not have known that his life was going to change. At the end of that day, he would be rich, he would be royalty, he would have a new girlfriend, and he would be a national hero. David's life changed so drastically. It all started off with him going to do a simple task. Don't be afraid of the simple task. You never know what it may lead to at the end of the day. Life lesson number 2. Choose your battles wisely. When he finally got to his brothers, he distributed the food and found out how they were. He heard what was going on. Goliath was totally disrespecting the God of Israel. David heard it. Wants to know, why isn't anybody doing anything about this uncircumcised dog? It's in the Bible, people. His older brother starts getting onto it. Why are you here? Who's looking after your little sheep? Why are you not back at home doing your menial tasks? You don't belong here. This is big boy stuff. Now, David, again, could be, you don't talk to me like that. The prophet bypassed you, came to me. Could have shot him with one of those. He could have fought that battle, but instead he decided not gonna fight that battle. You know why? Because it's a bigger battle over there. Goliath. Choose your battles wisely. There's no point of fighting with your brother if you're both standing up for the same cause. There's no point of fighting with your brother if you're both trying to fight the Goliaths in life. Choose your battles wisely. That's how we grow spiritually. 3. Be courageous in battle. David was a teenager. No one can tell me that he weren't scared to face Goliath that day. However, there's a difference between being scared and being a coward. David wasn't a coward. Despite his fears, he pushed forward to do what needed to be done. We all have our battles that we're fighting. We all have our Goliaths that we need to face. Some of our obstacles are way, way bigger than us. It's okay to be scared. It's not okay to be a coward. Move forward. David's secret was this. David trusted more in the victory that God presented more than the reality of defeat that stood before him. Woo! I think I'm gonna write that one down. All the odds were against him. He's younger, he's not a fighter, he's a shepherd, he hasn't got the proper weapons. Goliath is 9 foot something. The odds were against him. He trusted in the victory that his God presented him more than the reality of defeat that stood before him. This is why he's one of my favorites. The reality of defeat might be towering above you, stifling your spiritual growth. In fact, that's the ultimate goal of the enemy. To stop our spiritual growth in Christ, to stop us developing that relationship with Christ. Don't be afraid to confront that. It might be scary, but be courageous. You can stand up to the Goliaths in your lives. You can choose your battles wisely, and you don't have to be afraid of menial tasks. You don't. Yep, it's that time. What are some of the fears you have that you need to stand up and be courageous for? Let us know in the comments below. My name is Jermaine Wong. You've been tuned into Final Call Productions. If you've liked this spot, please like, subscribe, share, and follow us on social media.